Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to paint these two Sanguinary Guards from the Blood Angels chapter. I also made a video doing the unboxing and assembling of this miniature, so in case that you're interested, I'm going to leave the link in the description. First, we're going to focus into this miniature, and after that we're going to paint this one, paying special attention to that banner. The first thing that I'm going to do is to prime the miniature, and for that I'm going to use Chaos Black from Citadel. Miniature prime, and now I'm going to use Astral Granite to cover the base of this miniature. The first color that I'm going to use is Dawnstone. This is a light gray, and I'm going to apply this color to the base and to everything that later is going to be white, like for example the purity seals and everything that has the shape of wings. Now I would like to use Balthasar Gold to paint the power armor, and this is not the usual choice of gold for the Sanguinary Guard, but I hope that it's going to look good at the end. Okay, so we're almost there, because after applying the gold color, this actually starts to look like a proper Sanguinary Guard. But we have to continue, and now I'm going to use Corn Red to paint all the red elements. I'm going to give this Sanguinary Guard Sergeant treatment, and I'm going to do that because, to be honest, when I was painting the miniature and I saw those black shoulder pads with the gold armor, I liked that a lot, and I decided that I wanted to keep that. And actually, it doesn't look that bad, because this specific Sanguinary Guard, he's the only one in the unit that he has an Inferno pistol, he has a different helmet, so I think that I can treat him like a proper sergeant. Anyway, all of that just to say that I'm not going to paint the shoulder pads with red. I'm going to use red to paint the cloth, all the purity seals, all the blood drops, and I'm just going to add a little bit of red to this shoulder pad because I think that it's going to look a little bit more interesting. The next color that I'm going to use is Abaddon Black. I'm going to use this color basically to paint everything that is already black on the miniature. But of course, that black is the primer, so I made some mistakes, I painted over it previously, and I want to correct those mistakes with Abaddon Black. Aside from that, I'm also going to apply this color to the base to create some nicer shadows there. Let's continue applying lead Belcher to the metallic details, like for example around the pistol, on the pouches, and also some details on the power armor. To finish with the base colors, now I'm going to use Wraithbone. I would like to use this color to paint all the parchments of the purity seals and also this one here on the shoulder pad. Aside from that, I would like to use this color to dry brush the base a little bit. And after that, I'm going to use Corax White to paint these wings here on the shoulder pad and these ones here on the back. At this point, we applied all the base colors except for the weapon, but I'm going to leave the weapon for the end. Now I would like to continue with the shades, and I'm going to use 2 of them. First, I'm going to use Null Oil. I'm going to apply this color on all the areas that I previously applied the Letter Belcher to, and then I'm going to use it as well to enhance a little bit more the wings on the shoulder pads and the back. And then I'm going to use Agrax Earth Shade, and I'm going to apply this shade to the gold elements in the weapons, all the power armor, and all the parchments. It is time to start with the highlights. I'm going to start using Retributor Armor, and I'm going to use this color to highlight the power armor. And now I'm going to highlight the red color with Evil Sun Scarlet. Now, Stormhost Silver to highlight the silver color, and then Runelord Brass to highlight the Inferno Pistol. At this point, I just need to highlight the black color. For that, I'm going to use first Ashen Grey, and after that I'm going to use Dawnstone. Okay, now it's time to finish with the weapon and the inside of the jump pack. For that, I'm going to use exact same blues. The difference is that for the weapon, I'm going to use the colors from the darkest to the lightest one, and for the jump pack, I'm going to do the opposite, from the lightest to the darkest. First, I'm going to use Corax White to paint the inside of the jump pack, like the most inside parts, and after that, the blues that I'm going to use are Cantor Blue, this is the darkest one, then we have Macrach Blue, and finally here we have Temple Guard Blue. Okay, now to finish with this miniature, I would like to use Wild Rider Red to add a little bit of details to those extra red elements, and then I will use the same colors that I used previously, Corax White, Abaddon Black, and Evil Sun Scarlet to decorate all the parchments and to add some nice symbols to this shoulder pad. After that, I will just look for some small mistakes to correct, and after that, we should finish. And with this, I consider this Sanguinary Guard as finished. And now we're going to paint this one. I'm going to follow the exact same color scheme as for the previous one, except for this shoulder pad that I'm going to paint it red. And once we finish with this miniature, we're going to focus into the banner. Here we have another almost finished Sanguinary Guard. As I mentioned, I use exact same color scheme, it's just that this one has a red shoulder pad here. I did exactly the same for this shoulder pad, and now we're just missing the banner. The weapon is black, so I don't want to use black again for the first color, so the outside part of this banner is going to be red. I'm going to paint the inside part with black, and the feathers are going to be white. The rest of the elements in this banner, they are going to be gold. And to keep consistency, the colors that I'm going to use for the banner are going to be the exact same colors that I use for the Sanguinary Guard. So basically, for example, the gold that I'm going to use here is going to be the exact same gold that I use for the power armor, and the red is going to be this one. Hopefully it's going to look nice, so let's paint this banner. And this is it, this is the final result, this is how I painted my Sanguinary Guard. And before I talk a little bit more about them, I just wanted to say that for me it's like super funny that they look super different from the ones in the official art. So let's start focusing into this Sanguinary Guard carrying the banner, and I would like to talk a little bit more about the choices that I made for these miniatures. First of all, I like this darker vibe. Until now, every time that I have painted gold, I have used the exact same formula. First, I like to use Balthasar Gold, after that I just apply Agrax Threadshade, and then I use Retributor Armor. I like a lot how it looks, and I really wanted to try that with the Sanguinary Guard. I didn't want to try something different, and I'm super happy with the final result. But I also didn't want them to be like super gold, that's why I wanted to add some extra colors, and I wanted to have like the shoulder pads with different colors, because I think that like that they can get a little bit more of personality in terms that it's not the whole power armor with gold except one shoulder pad. So at first I was thinking about actually doing both of them with the red, like the Sanguinor. I like how it looks in the Sanguinor. But then when I saw that the black looked super good, I decided like, okay, no, I'm going to have at least one with the black color because I like it a lot. And because I also wanted to use the black color for the helmet, because as you can see, I didn't paint the whole helmet gold, because I thought that the face was going to look much nicer like this. For example, I do think that if we look at the head like this, it looks much nicer, and I don't know, for me it's like more elegant and I like it a lot, but of course this is a personal preference of mine. Like proper Blood Angels, I wanted to add as much red as possible for them, that's why I decided to give it to this shoulder pad, and also the cloth, and I also have these tubes here, and specifically for the banner, as I mentioned, I kinda thought that maybe it would be nice to have it like full red, it would look nice as well, but I don't know, I like this shoulder pad a lot, and I decided to have like something similar with the same color scheme. I think that it looks good. And maybe in the future, if I have like an extra banner, I will do it like full red to have them like different. But I like a lot how this one specifically looks. But anyway, I'm the one that painted them, follow my style, so of course I like them a lot. So of course, obviously, I invite you to let me know in the comments what you think about these miniatures, because as always, I care a lot about your opinions and comments. And I would also like to remind you that if you like what I do and you would like to support my work, I invite you to check the link to my Patreon in the description. And here we have the first Space Marine with jump pack that I ever painted. As I mentioned previously during the video, I decided to give this one Sergeant treatment because I like the black shoulder pads a lot. I thought that it looked super cool, and of course it helped me to make the helmet much nicer like this. So I'm very happy about how this one specifically ended up looking. I would also like to point out that with the blade, I'm not very good at painting them, so I wanted to do something that will be like super simple but kinda effective. So I'm happy with how it looks. For me it's good enough. I also would like to show them from the top, because like this it's super easy to see the combination of shoulder pads with the wings and the weapons and banner. I like this combination of colors and I'm happy with it. 2 members are ready, this one will be the next one, so I'm looking forward to have like the full squad complete, because like that it's much easier to see how they look and how the color scheme feels. But for now, this is it, this is the end of the video, this is how I painted my Sanguinary Guard. And of course, as always, I hope that you enjoyed the video. It was super nice to share this experience with all of you. And if you're still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.